Welcome to Great Talk and Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ. This is the podcast where we reviews movies and TV shows from all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics and DC Comics. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment Official Channel. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely leave all your comments of what you think of every film and movie we review on here. Let's go, baby! On this episode, we will be reviewing the new Netflix animation film called Bubble. Now, it's not the other one called The Bubble or whatever. This is an anime show called Bubble, and so not to confuse anybody. So, as we begin, this is a non-spoiler, so I'm not going to spoil the plot or the main story of it, but I will review that later on in a later day, so be on the lookout for the spoiler review. But as for now, this is a non-spoiler. Just stay, relax, chill, listen to my thoughts, and then if this convinces you, go check it out, then come back and leave me a comment. Tell me guys what you guys think about the film Bubble. So now here's my initial thoughts and my reviews for this. So what I really enjoy about this film is the fact this is an adaptation of the story about the Little Mermaid, a little bit of the Disney one, but more not. But this is more the adaptation of the non-Disney version of the Little Mermaid slash the mythology of the mermaids. And of course it does have the classic anime format where there's the main guy and every other character has a different unique style personality, of course, and it's very anime. It takes place in Tokyo. It has a very and I highly recommend this film to watch just to like chill on a Friday night or a Saturday night or a Sunday night or whenever day, right? But I say this film is really good just because it's fun to watch. It has a very action-packed film, which you can get very lost into, especially with the graphics and the artwork of this film. It's very beautiful, very unique. It's very anime. Like at some scenes, it looks like it really is Tokyo with 2D characters just running around, but it does mix in with the CGI and 3D graphics as well. And I want us to say that's like the best part of this film is the graphics, is the artwork, and the soundtrack slash the background music to this is really good, really banging. Like the theme song by Eve, which I do not know the name of the artist, but if you know the name of the artist, let me know in the comments so I can shout them out sometime in the spoiler review, of course. Like I said, the theme song is really banging. It's really good. Just that's one of the great things about this. And honestly, it's an enjoyable. You can listen to this soundtrack without the thing and just put your headphones on, close your eyes. You'd be lost. Yeah, it's good like that. Of course, this film takes you on a ride, like I said, and you definitely get lost in the main story of this film. And yeah, the main story can be kind of confusing, but if you rewatch it like more than once, you can kind of take away some stuff. So what I got from this is definitely like a post-apocalypse with a love story and a main story. So that's like three stories in one film, obviously. And another thing they add is like side stories, little side stories where each character may be mean to another character, but deep down inside they have really some real feelings for them, like in a love way or a loving, caring way, or even in a love relationship way, which you'll discover that in this film. And this also has a lot of comedy, so it makes you laugh. It's enjoyable, and this also has a very dark meaning to at the same time, which I think that's really cool. Not like dark and gritty, but if you really look at this film, like with the post-apocalypse, there is a sad story to it, but it does have an uplifting ending or meanings, when the each character has and this is a classic anime type thing where one anime character will have a whole scene where they're explaining the bad, but then they bring up a inspirational, motivational type speech in a way, saying that they still have hope, there's still beauty to this world. So it does have that poetic justice within this film to say, being human's beautiful, life is beautiful, and if you take all away the busyness and what technology and whatever, the world's still beautiful even after this. Let's talk about some three things I want you to be on the lookout for. This film is not focused on, but they added the parkour. So in this film, while living in a post-apocalypse, you'll see young teenagers competing in a parkour event for winning food and supplies that you would have in your everyday living. And this is how they get it. And I'm talking about food, water, snack, beer, other type of alcohol. Like you'll see it all in there, right? You have a storyline where you would think uh, each team could be the antagonists, but you find out that they're not really the antagonists. They're not really the villains, but this is where like they tell a story where society has to team up together. Every type of person, every genre, every race has to team up and help make the world better or fix the world after post-apocalypse. So it has a lot of that, and what I think about that is, I think that's really, it's like I said, this is a lot of anime shows has this, and what I like about this is it's an easy story, an easy film to watch. I don't think they'll add more to the, we'll call it the bubble universe, the unofficial name, the bubble universe. If they did, there's potential, obviously, but if not, this is a real anime film that I think anime fans could rewatch over and over again from time to time. And I say this is one of Netflix's better animation, whether it's a film or a TV show type format. This is Netflix's better ones. And I tell you what, what I really like about it is just that is the parkour. I mean, the parkour part when they would compete, the characters will do stunts and run up walls and stuff. Like if you don't know what parkour is a real thing, of course. Like it's just when people just jump across buildings, do stunts. It's like a type a little bit of adrenaline junkie, and I'm not recommending anybody to do parkour in real life, but they use that artwork of parkour that people do, and you don't only see that in bigger cities like Chicago, maybe New York, maybe California, Florida, maybe, I don't know. And hey, maybe there's parkour in Arkansas. I don't know, but if you know what parkour is, you know it. But it's just doing high stunts, very dangerous. You can hurt yourself. So they add all that in this film, and that's what I like about this is not doing parkour, but watching anime characters do it. Where obviously their stunts is very dramatic, very visual, very unique. They're jumping on floating things where these bubbles make the buildings and trains and abandoned cars and stuff like that float, and they're trying to race time, and Tokyo is flooded with water from these like bubbles, which we'll get more into. But they're doing these stunts, and if they fall in the water, they'll drown. But they always have like a lifeguard type people who would come and save them, so they're not all gonna die. But they do imply in this film that it's very dangerous, and there have been young teenagers who have died in this film, not and without even showing an actual scene of it. So there's a lot of implying, basically. But the parkour scenes where they're racing looks cool, looks badass. It has an amazing stunts and tricks, and I tell you what, I mean, you'll get lost into it. You'll be on the edge of your seat. You'll definitely be paying attention to those parkour competition scenes in this film. So I definitely like that. That was my personal favorite one. Things about this film is the parkour challenge, just athletic characters basically. Mermaids. So I think it was cool. Basically there's a giant bubble where it explodes on the Tokyo Tower, unleashing bubbles that are being implied as mermaids. And they're claiming this is how they're saying it. And this is how I got of it. So, and they're using the mythology of, or slash, and you can say a little bit of folk tales, but if you read the mythology of mermaids, there is a couple of stories where they claim that if you see bubbles, these things, not like soap, but well, I guess like soap in a way, but the way they're saying it is, uh, this is how mermaids were from. But with this film, they're saying mermaids are coming from bubbles, and it's a different world or a different universe, and they're coming over to their reality, and it has a lot of that. And what you mean is the main girl in this film, she is a mermaid who has a huge connection with the male character, um, which I'll pronounce their names in the spoiler. So I just need some practice on that because it's a name I'm not really familiar with. But I promise you, folks, in the spoiler review, I will mention all that. But with the two main characters, for the female part, she's a mermaid. She has a deep connection, and she doesn't understand how to be human. She doesn't understand how to live life like you and I do, and so she has to learn. While the male main character deals with, he has a high ear sensitivity, so basically sounds anything really loud of sounds his ears are really sensitive, so he wears headphones during the whole film, and he's like very introverted, so he keeps to himself. He doesn't like to socialize, but he loves to parkour because he feels like he can be himself. He can exercise his feelings and emotions and etc etc. So it has a lot of that. And like I said, these main characters are just have that poetic justice, showing us what's it's like being human and how to appreciate being human, of course, and just how to appreciate life more. And with that being said, what I think about those is I think that's cool. I think it's cool that Netflix took a mythology of mermaids and added the classic animation format to it. Um, is it a bad film? No, but is it a good film? Yes. It's not like the greatest anime film to watch, but it does it does tell a good story, like I said, and it's a great film to watch. So I'm saying watch it. But would I recommend it to buy on DVD? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. But it's something that if you needed something to watch or just some sounds, I'm down. Bubbles is the one. This on Netflix. This is the one. I really like it. I think this is something you and your friends or a loved one could watch and just enjoy for a night or so. But it's a really good film. I'm saying go watch this. Has a great story, has great value, a lot of action, and this is a good film. So I'm definitely giving it a high number. So 1 out of 10, definitely giving a 7. Do I think there could be more to this? Yes, but the way Netflix rolls with their anime stuff, they don't usually commit to a sequel or not unless that show is popular. Um, and it's just how to explain it. It might just be a one and done thing with that. So, and that's fine. But other than that, it's a great film. I don't think they will continue it, but they did leave it on a cliffhanger just in case. So I definitely want to see more, and be on the lookout for my non-spoiler because I will be explaining more in a high depth, and I have a couple theories where I think this is going to go, how it would be ended, and I also have a big theory I want to keep to myself until the non-spoiler and explain, is it real, is it an illusion, or is this a reality of somebody's thoughts? So I'm going to leave it as that. So definitely be on the lookout at this, but I highly recommend you watch this show. It's really good. The storyline is great. It can be confusing, like I said, but it's really good. So, thank you. Thank you for listening to my review. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment Official Channel. Subscribe. Hit that notification button so you can always be updated with my latest content on here. Peace out, baby.